All right, thank you folks for letting us come here today. I'm Chris Blackhurst, I'm the Art Gallery Director. This is Dr. William Wadley, who is the art department's head, and we are going to be here talking about the University Gallery. The funds that we request from you fund our gallery, our galleries. That we have 4 galleries on campus. We also provide 2 art walks, and we take care of the permanent collection, which is paintings, photographs, sculptures, and the like that are owned by the university. And I get those out into offices and suites of offices. So if you see any fine art on campus, it is owned by us, and I do manage that. And the funds that I receive from you folks is very helpful in that. We also have a visiting artist lecture program that is, we are still attempting to run. Oops. So our mission is to basically provide a fine art experience here on campus. Considering our demographic, there aren't any museums in this part of Northeast Texas. And so the opportunities to see fine art are basically here on our campus. And so my goal is to give our students, and specifically the demographic of our students, a fine art experience that they wouldn't receive otherwise. They don't have to drive 80 miles to Dallas, to the DMA. They can have a fine art experience here in order to enrich their lives. We are also open to the community. I bring in, budgeting allowed, artists from around the country, definitely local and regionally. We bring in who we can. So the galleries that we have the University Gallery, which is in the art building. And each long semester we have about 4 shows, each 4 to 5 exhibitions in each one. This is for professional artists, for our faculty, for our graduate students, for our undergraduate and graduate students have an opportunity to submit work in what we call a juried show, that I bring in an impartial judge to come in, look at the work the students submit, and then this judge selects which work is in the exhibition, and then our department gives prizes, cash prizes for that. And it's competitive and it's wonderful, and it's a great opportunity for the students. We have a holiday art sale, many of you may know that, where our students and faculty provide handmade work, original artworks for sale at an affordable price. And it's really good to buy from undergraduate and graduate students because it will be their first sales here. And some of them might get famous, and you could have, which we have, one, Trenton Hancock Doyle, who is doing very well right now, and he's from Paris, Texas. He was here, did his undergraduate work, and now he's like a big. So we're really proud of him. Then we have several students in the commercial art field too, in the visual communications, who are doing stellar work right now. So come see us in the holiday art sale, usually in December. We have the President's Gallery. That is outside the President's, in the President's suite of offices. It's outside the conference room on that hallway down towards the Provost office. And just last Friday, Dr. Rudin told me he thought that was the Provost deal down there. I'm like, nope, that's yours. It has your name on it. And so he was happy to learn about that. That exhibition, I keep up for 6 months at a time. We bring in professional artists of high quality. The woman who's exhibiting in there right now has actually earned her MFA from us last year. She's teaching for us right now, and she also goes around the country teaching workshops on the type of work that she does. And our next exhibition will be put up this summer, and it's going to be a photographer who we recently hired as our facilities coordinator for the art. We have the Dean's Gallery over in the Chesa suite of offices. There's a big open area where their offices are in their conference room, and the dean set this up for students only. They have to submit a proposal that goes before the gallery committee, and we select, we give them approval to come in, and then we provide them with a reception as well. And this is getting legs. We're in our third year on this, and so I don't have to browbeat the students anymore. They're now understanding that they can have the opportunity to present a professional proposal, have their work in a solo show. As an undergraduate, it is a big deal, especially if they're trying to get into graduate school. So this is a fantastic program. Then we have the second floor gallery in Wathena Temple Fine Arts over here. It's mostly a critique space for our graduate students to do experimentations, but twice a year, and it's usually the graduate students who have installed their work for their midterm critique. They set it up as an exhibition, and it's always part of the art walk. I've also had the photo on the top right is we had a visiting scholar from South Korea, and part of his leave to be here required him to have an exhibition, and so we exhibited his work 2 summers in a row. And then we have our fall and spring art walks. I was really excited. We had a shuttle a couple weeks ago at the end of March for this. We have a number of people from the community who come to this, and I noticed in the fall that one couple who was always there are now using canes and walkers, and so I was able to arrange a shuttle for that, and so I think that helped as well. And this was a fantastic event in the spring, and it didn't rain. Usually if it's the art walk, it's going to rain, but it didn't happen this time. I was really happy about that. So as I mentioned, the permanent collection is installed throughout the campus, just about anywhere you go. If you're looking at art, that's the Writing Center down here on the bottom left. The door says "Be nice or leave." that's in risk management, safety and risk management. So all over the place, we're all over the place. And then we have a visiting artist lecture program. It was where we would have 3 to 4 visiting artists a semester come in, but because of budget, we can only get in 1, maybe a semester, and it's usually in line with maybe one of our invited artists who will do a lecture, which is what we have here on the left. We actually set up in the gallery, and he spoke in the gallery with his work. And then the woman on the right, Jill Slaymaker, who's an alum of our program, was here as our as our ambassador, alumni ambassador, and we had her do a lecture for the students as well. The gentleman on the bottom left taught here for 30-some years, and he still lives in the area. He's still very active, and he's turned 80 this year. Yeah. Anyway, and then we have public art on campus. We've had a mural program in the past. Of course, the Patrick Doherty is, those of you who were here, that was outside the library, and there's Sam with Donna Dunbar Odom knitted scarf around his neck. And of course, you recognize Rachel's Garden. So this is something that we want to keep promoting on campus is contemporary public art as well. If our funding is cut, one of the things that we do is the budget does cover my salary, and when that happened about 4 years ago, it in essence cut my operating budget by 60%. So some things that I would like to do is to produce postcards again. Right now, there's not the money to do that. And we have a large contingency of people who are interested in the university, alumni especially, who still enjoy receiving mail. And it would be great if I was able to do that again. If through the cuts, the visiting artist lecture program is going to stay minimal because I just can't afford to pay them to come in. The permanent collection, we would like to expand it. Every year at the jury student show, we buy one work of art from a student. The department pays for that. But it would be great if we could expand the permanent collection and expand the way in which we treat the permanent collection. And some funds from you folks would help, just on a wider audience. It's just not the art department, it is for the university. The mural painting program, we haven't had for 4 years. I still hope Springs eternal, so it's always in the proposal, but that definitely gets cut. And then this is my icon for the equipment that I need. We just get by on what we can with and try to do minimal purchases so that everything can go into programming and not so much into the facilities. Dr. Watley.
Well, yeah, thank you. I'm Bill Watley, the head of the Department of Art, and I have just some very brief remarks to make. In part to praise Chris for the activities that she does for us. About a month ago, the National Association of Schools of Art and Design team accreditors came here. We're a department that's accredited by this national organization, and they were here to do their site evaluation of the things that we're doing well. Maybe there's some things we don't do so well, but like any accrediting body, they come and make a visit for about 3-4 days. And one of the things that they praise most of what we do as a department is the gallery, Chris in particular, and all the outreach we do. NASAD loves to see departments of art engage in outreach activities, which Chris is doing all the time through the galleries, through the workshops, and all the other things that she does. So, I wanted to mention that we received great praise from our national accrediting agency. And then also, I wanted to speak just very briefly about the permanent collection and how important that is to the university. Although I'm not an appraiser, I have a fair amount of knowledge about the cost of art because I'm an art historian. And I would guess that we have a collection on campus that could be anywhere between the worth of $1 million and $2 million. And that's a lot of money, and it's a really good collection, and it can grow. And the Advancement Office in particular is interested in using the permanent collection not only as a record of our university's achievements, but as a way of encouraging donations to the university, because a lot of people want to give art to the university as well as scholarships and other kinds of gifts. And we would love to have an organized system for taking care of this very valuable collection. Right now it's really Chris and the people that she can get to help her. But that's where we want to go as a sort of future project, to have a curatorial system so that we keep records of where works of art are, how much they have increased in value, how advancement can be used to help us increase that collection, how in turn then we can increase our endowments as a result of having that permanent collection. And then finally, I just bumped into Travis Ball, whom I think all of you know. And this was completely unprovoked. He turns to me and he says, Bill, I just got to tell you how great Chris is. She was over with her team, and you haven't even heard this yet.
No,
This just happened. He said, she was over in my office the other day with her team installing new art. We are so grateful. She does such a good job. So that was unsolicited praise that happened just about 2 minutes ago. So that's all I have to say. We really appreciate the help you give us every year. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
And I would like to mention one thing that Dr. Watley's not going to mention, but he has committed some funds and some space in the art building to renovate so that we can at least house some of the permanent collection. I can have a place to curate and to conserve the collection, and when people want to see art, they can come to the art building and we'll have it there for them. We have some works over in archives as well, and so we would have to run between the two, but we need to get that in place. And honestly, it's in the notes, but we could really use an online collection management system to pay for, and I just don't have the budget to pay for that, so we'd really like to see that happen. But Dr. Watley is very committed to the gallery program and what we do with fine art, and so I'm very grateful that he's willing to do that for us. Do you have any questions? No? All right, well, I thank you for your time.
Thank you.